a Chicago icon. She helped Chicago develop its reputation as an artistic center. She achieved worldwide recognition in the 20s and 30s and the 40s, but her work still resonates very strongly today. The Ruth Page Center of the Arts is where I come every day to join a community of artists who are very serious about their work. They're serious about the excellence, they're serious about the training, they're serious about educating, and they're serious about promoting dance. And it's a place where Ruth Page, in the last century, started her work, and in this century, where we continue it.
It's highly unusual for there to be a freestanding building that's owned by a foundation that houses 6 to 8 companies at any given time. I don't know of another place in the country that does this.
It's a perfect fit for us because we do concert readings of classic plays. So it's easy for us to tear down so there can be a dance program in the afternoon and us set up again in the evening to run a show. We're really blessed to be here.
What I find really interesting and I think rewarding is being part of a building like this and being a resident company here is there's a real sense of community. And that community, I think, offers everyone that is within that community a lot of chances, and there's a lot of potential for professional development, professional enrichment.
Being able to do everything that we do in one space is really a luxury, and it's become, for us, it's allowed us to live the way we live.
Dance Chance is, I think, a gem of a program. When we first brought the idea to Venetia about Dance Chance, it's sort of based on the idea of open mic night. We have a partnership of resources, providing an opportunity for early career choreographers to come and practice their craft and really take a chance, and also build audience for dance, because a risk-taking audience is something that's very important to the forward motion of an art form.
Pushing me out there was, all I needed to have the confidence and see what other people's opinion were of my work. That took it that much further. So I've gotten a lot of choreographic opportunity, and then that also allowed my director to see that I had that potential even more. I was asked to do a piece on the company, and that has catapulted me in many different ways too.
Ruth Page is doing, especially the subsidized theater rental program, it's allowing for smaller organizations and performances and people that are just on the brink of becoming really well known in Chicago to perform, and it's getting their word out. They're allowing these companies that have great artistic visions to push the limits and get their work out there, and I think that that's what it's all about, and that's what Ruth Page had wanted, and she's allowing other companies to do the same thing. We were able to reach about 2,000 audience members this last July, and realistically, if we were not able to use the subsidized theater rental program at the Ruth Page Center, we would probably reach about a couple hundred audience members.
The teachers are really in it for the dance, so the kids feel that. The teachers believe that they can be true dancers, and they want to rise to that occasion.
We have had the teachers that teach here for a very long time. Experience. Yes, you can't beat it.
I've been dancing here for 6 years, since I was in light blue. What I like most is that it's really organized because each level has a certain expectation, and once you know what that expectation is, it makes it that much easier to get into the next level, and then in point shoes, and then in civic, and then finally to a professional dance company.
We've trained zillions and zillions of dancers, not only dancers that do ballet, but dancers that have been on Broadway and modern companies, everything you can imagine. It's just a terrific school. It's also an arm of the school for our students as they advance to get the experience of performing, which everybody needs, and we've always done it in the most professional way we can. Trying to give them the feeling of what it's really like to be in the professional end of dancing.
The fact that Civic and the school are under one roof is just fantastic. It's how it should be.
We've revitalized our structure, our board, the building a bit, our programs. So we have a lot of work to do going into this new century, and I'd like us to be here for another 40 years. There's another generation of dancers coming through, another generation of companies coming through. We need to see what they have to say, and also another generation of audiences who have a totally different response to dance arts than the ones I've known before.
I would like to see the building really flourish even that much more as the epicenter of dance in Chicago. It is certainly worthy of that. It has the history for that, and for it to be able to have the funding to move the building forward, the fact that it's been here for the 40 years that it has, and that we are looking to move it to the next 40 years.
I hope that Chicago recognizes the uniqueness of this building and that people can work together to preserve it, but not just preserve it intact as it is now, but preserve the idea and the integrity of the building and help the community move forward so we can see what's possible for all of us.